silence is baffling. His silence is baffling. It was not about a company's interest or an individual interest. It was about a nation's interest. And it was a systematic persecution. It was not only you, it was everyone who was working with you in your department. It was the cryogenic program. Now, what I want you to tell the viewers, Nambi sir, if this had not happened in '94, and you described the day when you were arrested, and you were completely taken aback, if that day had not happened, where would we be in the world of space as a country? If that had just not happened, if you would ask yourself today, we're recording this today, 22, that was one bad dream. If it had not happened, you had continued, where would you have taken the program and where would the country have been? In as many layman terms, if you can explain this for the wider audience, please.
It's only probability. The probability wise, we would have made the cryogenic technology perfect as originally planned. Originally, our planning was cryogenic, we should have it by the year 2000, 1999 or 2000. That was our planning. Of course, this problem started in 94, 5 years earlier. If the Russian contract would have gone through, we would have got the cryogenic technology without any difficulty. But even when the Russian contract broke, if this November 30th episode has not taken place, I feel I would have continued the work on the cryogenic and we would have met the schedule. Maybe 1 year delay, could be. Which means what? Which means you have a higher payload carrying capability. Which means that you could compete in the international market for launching satellites. At that time, you must remember that the potential launch market, satellite market itself was in the order of about $300 billion. It is a large money. I'm not saying that you will get all the $300 billion, but if it is 50% or 25%, it's still a huge money, number one. And why I say this money will come to us, because ours is a reliable system. I told you earlier that the Vikas engine has never failed. Now, A, you are reliable, and B, your cost is 1/3 of others' cost. So it's a political market. A country which likes you will come to you automatically, and a country which is neutral will come to you because of the cost, and a country who doesn't like you will never come to you and you don't bother about it. So, but the point I am making is we would have made the cryogenic system much earlier.
And that's exactly what we need to do too. First, we make our Vikas engine completely indigenous. And then, doesn't matter what it takes, we make our cryogenic engine completely indigenous.
Then from there on, as you know very well, we have not planned for interplanetary travels, because Professor Dhawan made it very clear that he will do the planning only up to the launch vehicles for satellites. He wanted the next generation to take care of that. Now that planning would have started.
Who would believe this was once the greatest nation in the world for science and technology? Look at us now. We keep shooting ourselves in the foot with this "what is in it for me" attitude.
Someone rightly said, this nation never lost to its invaders. We defeated ourselves with our own swords and handed the nation over to them on a platter. And this grand tradition continues even now.
See, what you saw, Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan, are only time pass kind of projects. You know, we had the system, so why not we try that? And we successfully did that, Mangalyaan. We were only experimenting it. How the payload was peanut. It is, I think it's about 15 kg or so. So the Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan things would have gone, and then eventually we would have moved closer to Gaganyaan. What we are talking about would have been realized. then you will be competing with, I don't know, you see around you, you have an Elon Musk, you have other people who are conducting space tourism, you are conducting so many things, and we would have become a powerful space country. From there onwards, how it will grow up is something which is to be seen, because we didn't plan it that way. But I'm sure you will not be in this state of affairs what you are today. You would have achieved a very high carrying capability, business-wise, commercially, plus you would have also started the routing for the space travel, what you are talking about.